Falcons finish off their opening drive. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Young Hui Koo on for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons start off well to tie things 7-7. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Here's Smith on the return. And look at this return. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Sending a tight end in motion left. Barkley trying this up the gut. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Arnold Ebiketie makes it there for the stop. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Okay, let's make some good calls, offense.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. He fires one deep down the middle. This is caught inside the 15. He gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's Jamal Agnew on the return. And he's out of bounds up across the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. We'll go play action. Here's Penix. Finds a seam down the middle. All the way. That's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. A quick 2nd score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
Yeah, I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons tie things up at 14. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Here's Smith on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Put some points on the scoreboard.
They'll go for the gun with Barkley. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. That's the end of our first quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They're backed up deep on their own side for this possession. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he's going to be brought down after a small gain to the 18. It's a gain of 3, but that still leaves him with 2nd and 17. Hurts now from the gun. Has a man. It's Brown. Running down the left side. A.J. Brown. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's Agnew on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Throwing for the pistol, Penix. Completes, it's Bijan Robinson. And that's good for a gain of 5. Sidney Brown in on that stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Penix on first down. Got a man, it's Drake London. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Falcons will have a first. Penix working from the gun. Short pass brought in. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Zach Bond with the tackle.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 21. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This offense has been in a rhythm, settled in and found it in the first half. But hopefully that sack for this defense can disrupt that rhythm just a little bit. Kind of reminds me, Kate, in baseball when you're facing an elite pitcher, just get somebody on base. Just make that pitcher think a little bit. Hopefully that sack for this defense does the same to the QB.
Third down, it's Penix. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
So now on fourth down, the Falcons electing to send Young Hui Koo after the field goal. Ball on the left hash for this 41-yarder.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's Smith on the return. This return makes it up to the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. The Eagles looking for a score before halftime. 2nd and 3 now. From the 32. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete, brings up 3rd down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
Slot man in motion right. Hurts with it on 3rd and short. He puts some power on a deep one. Wide open, downfield, got it! And he gets in, touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his 4th first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a second half to match this one. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles drive their lead to 11. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's Agnew on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Penix now. Pitts brings it in. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. Looking for London, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Quinyon Mitchell. And the Eagles have it as he reports the first interception of his young career. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
Rolling into enemy territory. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Man in motion out of the slot. They run it with Saquon. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Second and 12 behind the sticks. Escapes the pocket. Throwing all the way to big gain downfield. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles get more points to end the lopsided first half. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. A 4th for him in this game, and one more ties the record. That one right down the middle. The Eagles push their lead to 18. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here's Ray McCloud. He stopped on the return at the 27. They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Takes the handoff, now to throw. He'll get this complete to Pitts. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out. It's a 21-yard gain. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. Looking to throw. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Cooper to Jean in to pick it up. And the Eagles do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's Agnew on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Offense up to the line fast. Second and 4. Into the hands of Pitts. A very productive play from the rookie QB out of Washington. That gets them a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
On first down, here's Penix. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Nakobe Dean. And the Eagles, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
I don't know about you, but I'm a little surprised that one didn't make it all the way back for 6. Took some amazing effort from the guys making the tackle to save a touchdown, but still an outstanding return from a defense that sensed they needed the big play, and they found it.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's first and goal. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And the defender comes away with it. And the Falcons will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Play action. Here's Penix. He's going deep. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. That throw intended for Drake London. And now it's second down.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
There's a counter give to Robinson. Broke through the tackle. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Penix now on first down. He put everything he had into this one, and they pick him off again. Cooper to Gene in to pick it up. And the Eagles take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought the defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, first and 10. Handoff headed right, Barkley. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Running right, it's Barkley. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. One of the tight ends motioning right. From the 45 on on second down. He's got Smith. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. The 5th of the game for him, tying the NFL single-game record. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles grow their lead yet again. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's Agnew on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Running left. He gets crushed behind the line and the ball comes out. And no turnover, it's going to stay with the offense. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Completed over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Falcons will have a 1st.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little